Yeah. Which when you look into it, there's a verse in it. It goes, "You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain."
Yeah.
I thought WWE were against concussion.
Well, there you go. Fucking R.I.P.
You
Chris
know,
Benoit.
what a way to promote everything you're against.
Well,
Sorry,
fucking
I
if
know it's only a verse. I know it's only a verse from a
now,
song, but
right?
Jerry Lee Lewis wrote
Vince
that song.
Vince McMahon is happily that he is Vince. If you look at double standards in dictionary, it's a big picture of Vince. Right?
But what I want to
Don't
really
be a
know
bully, be a
is right.
star.
Let's create a brand new pay-per-view. WWE's record of creating pay-per-views out of nothing is terrible, right? Especially the new generation of pay-per-views, right? What about just shock fest, right? Let's bring back an oldie, Vengeance. Let's bring back an oldie, No Way
Armageddon.
Out. Let's bring back
Armageddon.
Armageddon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've got Backlash back, so you clearly got an, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've
Well,
got an
Bad Blood.
oldie
Well,
back,
didn't Bad Blood
you
come
know?
back for one fucking year? Last year.
It's back this year, isn't it?
No, they're replacing it with fucking
Yeah.
Great Balls of Fire. That's
So they
Bad
have
Blood.
replaced it.
Yeah, that's Bad Blood. Great Balls of Fire.
Do you know what?
That's what I mean.
No,
So Bad
sorry.
Blood. They've gone well because Bad Blood
Great
obviously were
balls of fire.
Bad Blood were 97. Then Bad Blood again were like 2003. And then we didn't see it for ages. And then they brought it back for 1 year. And then now it's fucking goodness gracious Great Balls of Fire.
That's terrible.
But speaking of
That's
terrible,
terrible.
Sin. Now we discussed obviously at Mayhem the artwork of the poster. Now Sins was seriously. Like, I'm not saying I'm any good at anything that I do when it comes to artwork, but I could do better than this. This is like an MS Paint job. This fucker. You've just got tiny little images of Sting in one corner, Steiner in other, DDP and Goldberg, and then you've just got this like it's somewhat of like a fucking. It reminds me of Power Rangers. It's like
whose
this
whose
is.
face is that in the middle of it?
Oh, I don't know.
Because that's what I'm trying to suss out.
What on the sword?
You've got a face. If you
So
look obviously at the
where it says
back of the sword,
so
right?
where it says
The red,
WCW.
the
So
red. There's a red imprint at the back of it, right? And you can see the eyebrows, the eyes. I'm
oh,
just trying to think who that. Who
oh
is
yeah,
that?
oh I see. Oh I get it
Who
now.
is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I see it with the red.
Yeah, who is that?
Vince Russo.
Is it Russo?
I've got no idea, but it could be because if you look, see where the S is. There's a little bit of a moustache that goes up to the S.
Oh God, no, you knew it is.
It's fucking Brian Adams. It's fucking.
No, it's Road Warrior Animal.
That's a good shout.
Is it Road Warrior Animal? Road Warrior Animal was in Vicious's Corner. Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's definitely one, no. I wouldn't mind googling and finding out a bit. Who it actually?
I am while we talk. It's Animal. It's Rod.
It
The
is.
main event was for the WCW World Heavyweight Title between Scott Steiner, Sid Vicious, Jeff Jarrett, and Animal in a four corners match. So that's got to be Animal because
Yeah,
then DDP just on that picture for shit in it. It's got
yeah,
to be Animal.
yeah, yeah.
So it is Sin, one of the worst names in wrestling, up there with Great Balls of Fire. So let's have a quick refresh of the previous pay-per-view's attendance. So at Starcade, in attendance, we had 6,596. How many is at Sin?
um, well, look, I'm actually looking. As soon as you asked, 6,617
So we've gone up by about fucking 22 people.
at the Concesco. Is it
The
well, it's
Concesco,
actually
the Concesco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis.
yeah,
It's
Indianapolis, home to the
attendance.
Indianapolis
Its
Pacers.
capacity for a concert is 19,000. For a basketball event is 17,923. So again, over 11,000 seats would have been fucking tapered off.
You know what the sad thing is, man? WWE Raw would sell that out now.
Oh, I'm telling you. So buy rates at Starcade, it was a .11 with 50,000. Where do you think Sin fucking ranks?
I haven't got a clue.
Well, because obviously the build-up, Road Warrior fucking Animal is getting a main event push. all the fans from the 80s have come out the woodwork. Sin ranked up a massive 0.17 buy rate of 80,000 people. 30,000 people more than Starcade have purchased Sin.
Road Warrior Animal in the main event.
Now, I've not delved into it too much to see, obviously, how much the pay-per-view was available at, but something tells me that it maybe have been half price. Because I'm sorry, Road Warrior Animal, if I've not watched it for 10 years, it's not going to fucking get my interest. So first, singles match for the Cruiserweight title. Chavo Guerrero defeats Shane Helms. So 3 count, as we've seen during the weeks of Raw and fucking SmackDown, I wanted to say. As we've seen on the weeks with Nitro and Thunder, 3 count is no more. And Chavo Guerrero is now your new Cruiserweight champion. Oh,
Jeremy Kyle worked.
I'm telling you, well, it didn't, did it? Graham couldn't bring 3 count back together.
Caused a rift.
So our next match, Reno defeats Big Vito. What's happened? What happened? They were tag team for the last 3 months.
Vince Russo.
I love how we're not doing Nitro and Thunders as well, so we ain't got a fucking clue what's going on in between these pay-per-views. Up next in tag team action. Fuck me. It's Groundhog Day yet again. The Young Dragons of Young Yang and Kaz Hayashi defeat Yin and Yang, Evan Courageous, and Jamie Noble.
Yin and Yang. I like how we've given that name, Yin and Yang.
They should have. It makes perfect sense.
Yin Yang.
Perfect sense. Up next, a singles match that had double stipulation. It was for the WCW Commissionership. Now this is the third time the Commissionership title has been on the line.
With Mike Sanders. It's the same 2 people.
And also, it's for because in WCW in 2000, you can win the services of a woman by winning a match. We've got one Miss Jones. Ernest the Cat Miller defeats Mike Sanders. So Miss Jones is still with Ernest the Cat Miller.
It's terrible.
And speaking of terrible, up next is the penalty box match with Jim Duggan as the special guest referee. Because if you're going to do shit, you might as well throw in Hacksaw. And we had Team Canada of Lance Storm, Mike Awesome and Elix Skipper, with obviously Major Guns, defeated the Filthy Animals of Conan, Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman. So it's exactly what we keep seeing month after month after month with either singles, tag team, 3-way, whatever, of Team fucking Canada against Filthy Animals in various matches. And this is again involving Jim Duggan because we've seen Jim Duggan's bollocks with Team Canada. And obviously he's really American, but he's on hard time, so he's got to work for his money. So he's with Team Canada and he's just fucking bollocks in it. Utter bollocks. Speaking of bollocks, triple threat match for the Hardcore title. Terry Funk, Crowbar, and fucking Meng. Fucking
where did Aku pick himself up from?
Aku's just suddenly appeared. I imagine during Nitro and Thunder, Aku's come back. Bless him. I know that
he's probably cleaning floors. That's what he was doing.
It's one of them well-known facts that with your Samoans, putting weight on's kind of a popular thing. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing much you can do to stop it. Look at Rikishi compared to when he were fat with the head shrinkers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Umaga got bigger and bigger as he went from Jamal to Umaga. Yokozuna, bigger and bigger and bigger as he went on. But fucking Haku went from being perfect to fucking huge in 10 years?
Yeah, he did put on some timber, didn't he?
Just a tad. But Terry Funk wins match. No, he don't. Fucking Haku does. Fucking Haku. Your new hardcore champion, which is about right if you hate stories where he used to go into pubs and pull out people's eyes. Now, speaking of someone that we wondered where he was, up next, tag team titles, the Natural Born Thrillers of Sean O'Hare and Chuck Palumbo with Mike Sanders defeat the Insiders of Kevin Nash and DDP. And this is exactly what I spoke about way back at the start, was the fact that they ruined a perfect team of Sean O'Hare and Mark Jindrak because the perfect event of meat and Chuck Palumbo wasn't working. So they split them up and put them together. And what we're also seeing on TV as well is the team of Mark Jindrak and fucking Meat.
Yeah.
But this is probably the better one of the two because it has got Sean O'Haire in it. And rightfully so, Sean O'Haire is now co-holder of your tag team titles.
It was a It was a long wait. It was a very long wait, but at the end of it, we got two very good. Two of the best, I think.
Working with Sean O'Haire was probably some of Chuck Palumbo's best work. Like,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, promo and on screen.
I loved it with Billy Gunn.
Yeah, I was just about to say, promo and on screen with Billy Gunn was brilliant, but his actual wrestling this is Chuck Palumbo. Is probably his peak of actually enjoying Chuck Palumbo wrestling. He's not the greatest. Yeah. He never was the greatest. Next is the team of, well, they say totally buff, but I'd probably say more totally jacked. Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell. How the fuck why have they put these together?
They're walking pen cushions, aren't they?
Oh my good God in heaven! It's like, do you remember when you were younger playing Dot to Dots? This is like count the fucking steroid pimples. They defeated the team of Goldberg.
You can see it's like that film in it. You know what I mean? What's that film called? Dude, Where's My Car? When they talk about the tattoos on their back. Dude, what's mine say? What's mine say? You can just hear it. You inject me, dude. You inject me. No, you inject me.
They defeated the team of Goldberg and one Dwayne Bruce, otherwise known to me and you as one Buddy Lee Parker.
Christ.
So the leader and master and ruler of all things Power Plant is getting a fucking pay-per-view match. And we've touched on Buddy Lee Parker numerous times. I don't think he deserves any more time.
Nope.
Main event, four corners, as we spoke about, for the WCW World Heavyweight title. Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, defeats Jeff Jarrett, Sid Vicious, and Legion of Doom fucking Animal.
Say no more.
You are in your dying days. Your absolute dying days. And Road Warrior Animal is your thoughts of, yes, this is what will put butts in seats.
Yeah.
So moving on to our next pay-per-view in this final year of one WCW. Super Brawl Revenge. Because Super Brawl as a name for a pay-per-view is not good enough, we need to stick Revenge on it. Attendance at Sin, 6,617. How many is at Super Brawl?
Let's have a look. Oh, bloody hell. 4,395. Wow.
What about the buy rate? So, we had a 0.17 of 80,000 buys for Sin. Super Brawl Revenge. People know the name Super Brawl. Unfamiliar with the fact that Revenge is on the end, but how many's bought it on pay-per-view?
Tell me.
70,000, 0.15. So they've only lost 10. Sin, for all its faults, it's only lost 10,000. But 70,000 still is a terrible figure for something that's linked to a Super
Brawl. Small venue.
Nashville Municipal
small
Auditorium.
9,700.
Half it, that's not... Well, that's a sensible move then. Because
I would say so.
Surely they're thinking, right, well, we're losing fucking money everywhere. So let's what's the point ironing out these big fucking...
Yeah, but like nearly 2,000, man. They lost like nearly 2,000.
But the card, guess what? We had a dark match.
We had a dark match? Bloody hell.
Kid Romeo versus Chris Harris.
Chris Harris, America's Most Wanted.
Or otherwise known as Braden Walker.
Wow. Well, we don't talk about Braden Walker. That's just too painful.
Well, Braden Walker gets the victory. Move on to the card. We have an elimination match to determine the number one contendership for the WCW Cruiserweight title. Shane Helms, Shannon Moore, Kaz Hayashi, Young Yang, and fucking Yin and Yang all together in one
and
Cruiserweight Classic.
and what did we say previously about a
They should have done
Cruiserweight?
this two. They should have done this 2 pay-per-views ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And Shane Helms gets the victory.
17 minutes. That's not bad. That's 17 minutes.
So it looks like Shane Helms is now is he getting pushed as the new face of the Cruiserweight division?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I miss. This is why I can't connect with modern day Cruiserweight division, because I don't know anybody.
Shane Helms was just super talented.
So moving on. Guess what has happened during the last pay-per-view to Super Bowl Revenge?
Ooh, they've split.
The Misfits in action and no longer. So, Hugh Morris back to being laugh-a-minute Hugh Morris against The Wall. No more General Rection. No more Sergeant AWOL. Leave the memories alone. What an awful...
So you do it.
What an awful, awful fucking stable.
Terrible.
It was, as we've spoke about before, it was their version, WCW's version of the Job Squad, but we'll push them.
Yeah. It went on for too long, didn't it? That was the issue. It's just same stuff. It's like we said. It was the same sort of rivalry, same sort of, you know what I mean, matches over and over and over again, whether they were in a tag team match, whether they were in a singles match. It was kind of like they just picked a bunch of people that they got nothing for, you know?
Exactly. That's exactly what WWE did with the Job Squad. But their idea was, well, we've got nothing for them, but let's give them a little bit of exposure. That's all they're going to get. We're not going to do... What the best they did with Job Squad, they stuck the light heavyweight title on fucking Dwayne Gill before he turned into Gilbert. And Al Snow had hardcore title, and then obviously him and Bob Holly had the storyline breaking up from the Job Squad. So at least it gave him a little bit of exposure. And for all his faults, Vince Russell always tried to do that. He always tried to give nobody a little bit of TV time.
Yeah.
But sometimes when... All granted, give him a bit of TV time, but look at every single pay-per-view that we've spoke about. The Misfits in action have been involved, where the Job Squad were never on. They were never on pay-per-view. Well, I think maybe once or twice. Judgment Day '98, I remember them being on pay-per-view. I think. Do you know what I mean? But too much with little talent pool that you've got. All your Lash LaRues and your Chavo Guerreros. So moving on. Speaking exactly what we spoke about the last pay-per-view, the team of Sean O'Hare and Chuck Palumbo defeated Mark Jindrak and Sean Stasiak for the tag team titles. So exactly what we spoke about, that the fact they've split up 2 perfectly fine teams just to create 2 brand new teams. Up next, Cruiserweight Champion Chavo Guerrero defeats Rey Mysterio. Up next, a returning Scott Steiner against a returning fucking Goldust.
Rick Steiner.
Why? And it's for the United States title. So I don't know what the fuck's gone on in the last couple of weeks.
And so they look at their roster and they think, we're a bit short here. We'll bring back Scott's brother.
Let's think with United States title.
And we'll put the strap on him.
What have we seen over the last couple of months with United States title? It's been involved with Hugh Morris and Lance Storm.
Yeah.
2 of WCW's guys. Who's it on now? A former tag team partner of the world champion.
Exactly.
And a guy that they keep bringing back because Goldust was amazingly popular.
And he's pulling the strings. Scott Steiner.
There you go.
Put on my brother.
There you go. Up next, in a handicap match, totally jacked, Buff and Lex. They defeat Adam Bomb. Where's Crush?
Sleeping in the corner. He's been watching the start of the pay-per-view.
Crush is gone. To be fair, there's every good chance that he's either injured, in prison.
I think he was injured. I'm positive he was. I'm sure it was something. I think it was his arm. I'm sure he broke his arm or something.
So up next, it's for the 3rd most important singles title on the WCW roster. It is that commissionership title.
Again.
Ernest the Cat Miller this time defeats Lance Storm. I tell you something, for the Cat's Falls, he is fucking defending this commissionership title.
He's the conqueror, isn't he?
He is the fucking Stevie Knight Heat of the commissionership division. Oh, the commissionership division. The fucking Mike Sanders, the Cat, and Lance Storm. Oh, it's fucking 205 Live, the commissionership special. Singles match, we've got Chris Kanyon, who's portraying the Positively Kanyon gimmick, which, on a side note, was a fucking brilliant gimmick. I don't know what your thoughts was on that when he was portraying.
Do you know what? It was weird, right? Because I look at Positively Canyon, right, and it was all about being positive, right? And then it was funny because Diamond Dallas Page did a gimmick very, very similar, almost a rip-off of that in WWE when he came in. You know, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, you know. And you know, we all know Canyon and DDP were very, very good friends anyway. I love Canyon. So underused, so underrated.
And just another one taken far too soon. DDP against Jeff Jarrett in a singles match for 8 minutes. DDP gets the victory. Moving on. Main event. Guess what this is? The final appearance. The final time that we ever see big sexy Kevin Nash in a WCW ring.
As The Rock would do.
As Scott Steiner, the WCW reigning defending World Heavyweight Champion. What a run he's on. He defeats Kevin Nash with Ric Flair in his corner, in Steiner's corner, in a retirement match. 2 out of 3 falls, gimmick after gimmick. These double gimmick matches are brilliant. 2-1. So Kevin Nash is now gone, retired. See you later. Leave the memories alone. So we lead on, Butcher. It's been one long ass year. We get to the final pay-per-view of One World Championship Wrestling. And it's Greed. Now, I kind of sit on the fence, I don't know about you, with Greed as in a pay-per-view name. I kind of dig it, but on the other side, I'm like, I put Greed in the same category as Mayhem and Sin of terrible WCW pay-per-view names. I just think because we're comparing it, for me, I'm comparing it to like a Slamboree or Halloween Havoc. It's just Greed. I don't know. It's one
I
word.
always felt that WCW offered the best in terms of naming. Do you mean Fall Brawl? Loved it. Starcade? Loved it. Halloween Havoc? Loved it.
They were the master of
Greed,
the 2-word pay-per-view names.
Mayhem? What?
Yeah.
Sin? What?
That's it. They were the master of the 2-word pay-per-view names, but the WWE
Yeah.
were the master of the 1-word pay-per-view names.
Yeah.
Unforgiven, Armageddon.
Yeah.
Rebellion. Well, I want to say Rebellion. Rebellion. Invasion.
See, Slamboree I always thought was shit.
I used to always like Starcade.
You know, I didn't like Slamboree. I didn't understand. Bash at the Beach.
Great American Bash.
I always think Bash at the Beach, no matter whether you like the name or whether, you know what I mean, it will always be symbolic now.
Oh, of course.
It's always symbolic now, regardless. I always say that with
World War 3. Like, I think World War 3 for a name of a pay-per-view is fucking genius. And to couple it with a three rings.
Three rings, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Perfect. It just works. Everything about it works so well. But moving on then to Greed. So it is the 18th of March 2001. It is the last ever pay-per-view produced by World Championship Wrestling. Buy rates, I'll go there first. So just to quickly recap. The last pay-per-view, which was Super Bowl Revenge, had a 0.15 of 70,000. The last pay-per-view, we're back down to that 0.10. 50,000 people tuned in at home.
It's terrible.
And the arena, we were at quite the famous arena. WWE have been here numerous times. We're at the Jacksonville Memorial Coliseum. The capacity of the arena is 10,276 people. For the final pay-per-view of WCW, how many people was there?
Tell me.
5,030.
Less than half.
So they've gone lower. Do you know what I mean? As we spoke about the last pay-per-view, they've gone lower with the capacity of arenas, but they're getting 5,000-6,000. You can see why this is the last pay-per-view. So let's get to the actual card and the final pay-per-view. It opens up. What are your memories of Jason Jett?
Jason Jett. Who is he? I think he had a stint in ECW, didn't he? I think. I'm not sure.
Jett's, Easy Money.
Yeah, I think it was ECW.
Yeah, in ECW it was known as Easy Money.
Yeah.
Jason Jay in the opening contest, he defeated, returning to pay-per-view action, we've not seen him for a couple of months, Kiwi. Good old fucking Kiwi.
Oh, well.
Enough said about that, the better. And then we move on to a tag team match to determine the inaugural. Now let's think about this.
They've reformed again.
The inaugural. We are on the last pay-per-view of WCW, and we are creating new titles. The inaugural WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship. Elix Skipper and Kid Romeo defeat the Filthy Animals of Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman, my favourite tag team.
Too much. Too. You know what? Right. When you go back the last 4 pay-per-views we've done, right? And they had an infatuation with using cruiserweights in tag team matches. Little too late, wouldn't you say?
Oh, very much so. They don't know how to utilise them correctly. And they've
a little too late. You know what I mean? You've got cruiserweight tag team titles. Yeah.
We brought in the tag team titles 6 months after we started doing cruiserweight tag team matches.
We had a cruiserweight tag team ladder match freaking 4 pay-per-views ago. You could have utilised that then.
Exactly.
Muppets, idiots.
So up next, what we've seen over the last few weeks of TV is one debut of one Stacy Keibler as Miss Hancock. And guess who Sean Stasiak was facing?
It's Big. It's Big Bigelow.
Getting his 4th consecutive
and he's getting bigger.
run.
He's getting bigger. Every pay-per-view he gains another big in his name.
He's getting bigger, but he's losing. He's on a.
Big Bigelow.
Big Big's getting pay-per-view paydays, but Big Big's getting big, and fortunately he's getting pay-per-view paydays because it looks like he's paying for a lot of food because he's getting bigger. Moving on, Team Canada, fucking team blame Canada. Lance Storm and Mike Awesome defeat Conan and Hugh Morris. So the Filthy Animals is now kind of not a thing, it seems, because Kidman and Rey Mysterio have now gone on for the cruiserweight titles. So what do they do with Conan and what do they do with Hugh Morris? Because Misfits in Action ain't a thing anymore. Oh yeah, let's make a tag team.
Tag them up in it.
But they lose to Team Canada. Cruiserweight title match. Shane Helms defeats Chavo. Again, another great cruiserweight match. It was another one that I digged out and watched because I think my memories that I had at the time were the cruiserweight division kind of picked up speed as WCW died because Shane Helms kind of ran with it a bit more, and you got to see Chavo Guerrero, not Misfits in Action. You got to see actual Chavo Guerrero, and it's just it was one of the positives of the dying days of WCW was you saw a resurgence of something that made them famous at the start.
Yeah.
Up next, tag team titles. Natural Born fucking Thrillers of O'Hare and Palumbo defeats Totally Jacked of Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell.
In 54 seconds.
In 54 seconds.
Yeah, that's burial. Yes.
Totally jacked and totally deflated. Up next, Ernest the Cat Miller is not defending that commissionership title. It's a non-title match. He defeats Conan in 10 fucking minutes.
Like it.
Booker T defeats Rick Steiner for the United States title. So Rick Steiner's run lasted all of a month. And then we have got the repeat of Royal Rumble 1992, but playing the roles of Ted DiBiase and Virgil are Ric Flair and Jeff Jarrett. We have got father and son, the American Dream and the American Nightmare of Dusty Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes defeated Jeff Jarrett and Ric Flair.
Wow.
That match wouldn't have looked out of place in 92.
No, it wouldn't have.
Do you know what I mean? Replace Virgil and Ted DiBiase with Flair of 92 and Jarrett of 92. Because Jarrett at 92 were wrestling for NWA before they come to WWF.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That would have looked exactly the same. And then, in our main event, we've got a Falls Count Anywhere for the WCW World Heavyweight title. Your reigning defending for the last 4 months, Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, defeats DDP to close out the last WCW pay-per-view. Big Papa Pump is on top of it. He's king of the mountain. And that, guys, unfortunately, is where the recording cuts out for this episode. I don't think Skype wanted to play with us, but I hope you enjoyed that journey through the last 6 months of WCW. And don't forget, guys, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter at WW Podcast 20. Until next time, I've been Dave. Butter says bye. Peace out. Thank you very much, people. And again, sorry about that.